I had this nagging feeling, the kind that sits in the pit of your stomach and just won't go away. My wife, Sarah, and I had been married for 5 years. Things seemed perfect on the surface, but lately, she'd been distant, always working late, girls' nights that stretched into the early morning hours, and a new password on her phone she claimed was for work security. I tried to ignore it, telling myself I was being paranoid. But one evening, something snapped. She said she was going to a yoga retreat for the weekend with her friend, Chloe. She packed her bag, kissed me goodbye, and drove off in our shared car. I spent the weekend trying to distract myself, but that uneasy feeling just grew stronger. On Sunday night, they caught me bike full of stories about downward dogs and green smoothies. The next morning, I had to take the car to the mechanic. As I got in, the GPS was still on the screen, showing the last destination. My heart skipped a beat. It wasn't the address of the yoga retreat center. It was a residential address on the other side of town, a place I'd never heard of. Curiosity, or maybe a desperate need for the truth, took over. I clicked on recent destinations. My blood ran cold. The list was a roadmap of lies. Dozens of trips to that same unknown address, often late at night. Trips to fancy restaurants I'd never been to. Visits to a hotel near the airport. None of them were places she'd ever mentioned. It was all there, in black and white. A digital diary of a life she was living without me. I sat there in the driver's seat, the engine off, just staring at the screen. Each address was a stab in the heart. The late nights at the office, the shopping trips with friends. It was all a lie. The cars, GPS, a simple piece of technology, had just exposed the secret that was tearing my world apart. I knew right then, nothing would ever be the same again. Confronting her was going to be the hardest thing I'd ever have to do, but I couldn't live in the dark any longer. I took a deep breath, took a picture of the screen, and started the car. It was time for the truth. Thanks for listening to my story. If you've ever been in a similar situation, know you're not alone. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories.